Hello, welcome to ArcMayor. I am an architectural designer, so I'm used to working on individual projects. That's one project, one building. And so I stumbled onto this game last year in November. It blew my mind about being able to create systems and just how you're creating the road system, marking everything, zoning and trains and buses. It's just way too much fun. That's the important thing, that it is fun. And so what we're going to try to do today is to make the perfect city from the perspective of an architectural designer. I've only played this a handful of times, and so we're going to try and put in some rules to make this difficult. The first rule is I can't stop the game. This is going to make it a little bit realistic, because it's a game. You can pause, you can destroy the roads, you can break people's houses, but we want to try and keep this almost as real as possible while still within the parameters of the game. I haven't played too many of these maps, but we're going to try and pick one that I have not played. Two rivers. This one looks interesting. If this is the route that I get, I'll be pretty excited. Let's begin with two rivers. All right, starting. Let's have a look at this map. This is looking quite interesting. It is flat though. It looks a little boring that it's so flat. That is an interesting bridge, right? I think at some point we will try to, this will be interesting to try and change. This will be hard to change. What is this? This is nice. This will come in handy at some point. But at the moment we don't have anything going on. We have nothing. We only have $70,000. We're gonna start with, we don't even have dirt roads. Okay, we have to connect this. Build this out. I'll just start very simply with one major road. Let's build a road that goes all the way down. Let's make it curve a little bit so that it's 90 degrees to that road. Let's just start expanding. First one is wind power. We'll place them right here and then drag this power. Now we need water. The water is going in that direction. So this means that our trash will have to be downstream. Let's add a pumping station. And let's add trash, not trash, but sewage at the bottom. This isn't a good spot. Hopefully at some point later we can move it along the ocean there, along the river there. We'll add this power. Let's build this down. All right, we have a middle space here that we can add some trees. We will try and keep it a grid system. Grid is fairly easy. We want to build this residential area here. So as people come and start living here, they're going to be very close to the highway. As I've been playing this, I've not been using this tool, this fill tool. I try and pick out specifically what areas that I want, and I've found that I quite like these here. They leave little spaces that you can make into a path that people can walk through. You can actually also create specific looking buildings. For example, if you make a dot here and you make another dot, it's going to create the only design that City Skylines makes with the dot. So you can create communities that look one specific way. That works. This is a nice tiny little neighborhood. Anybody coming in? Nobody yet. All right, so let's bring the water to the people. And we want to put the pipes under the wall, under the road. Let's keep on with this. Let's keep expanding. And so now I want to start to separate the residential area from that main street. So we're going to have these two roads, which in the future we will make one-way streets. So possibly this one will go this way, this one will go this way, and we'll figure it out as time goes on. And we're going to skip this road. Let's keep zoning. I quite enjoy doing this little spots. And actually, if you want, this is why I individually pick these. When you want to have big houses that are just mansions, you use 4x4, and you have pretty big houses, and the area also increases the land value when you use the roads that are these roads, decorated roads with trees. Why do we not have water? We don't have power to this. Now it should be starting to work. Is it? Come on, turn blue, turn blue. There we go. I think no, but I think this land is too big. At the moment, we don't need that much land. As the city expands as well, we are going to de-zone some of these areas. What we're going to do with that is we're going to de-zone the areas and wait for people to move out, as cities do. And let's just keep going. Let's keep on expanding. Beginning to see a demand for commercial. I'll put the commercial alongside this streets here, but it's still nighttime, so it's a little difficult to see. We're gonna have to wait for daytime, and that's why sometimes you see certain projects only happen during certain time. When they're fixing the roads, they do them at night when there's not too much traffic. This now is gonna be our first commercial area. Let's start here. Let's keep them away from the residential because commercial areas are pretty noisy. But this is a main street, so we're gonna add these little shops here. The industry, we will do it on the other side. But the reason I'm doing this here is because this is a one-way street and it's going to continue being a one-way street. If we connect to the highway on the other side, it's going to be one long highway. Let's extend this highway. All right, so our city is going to be pretty, ooh, look at that. We got people coming in. At least 2 roads in. So now we need industry. Eventually, we won't need these power lines. For now, we want to keep it. This is okay, because I mean, there's nothing here. So we have water here, and we have power. What is that? Is that a fox? A deer. Interesting. That doesn't look like a deer, it looks like a dog. But I mean, if you consider the scale of things, that's a pretty big dog. Let's try and get to 1,000 people, shall we? This is nonsense. This should have worked. All right, let's add one more building here, a small one. Let's see what industry we have. Ice cube factory, garments, ice cube factory, garments, box, goods. This is a mega garments facility. Someone's building here. We now have power. Let's keep building and building and building. Another thing that I am trying to get away from, even in my daily work, is I'm trying to get away from regular planning. For example, this now. We are doing now a grid. A grid is a little boring. So we can try and make a bit of changes to make the routes a little bit interesting. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make this a main road that comes and connects with here. and get rid of this road right here. And also merge this one right here. We'll make that a cul-de-sac. Now that we have this area, this is the base, the beginning of the city. Dirt roads are a lot easier to maintain. The problem is they're very dark at night, and we will see that as time goes on. Connect this to here. So this is now going to become a major road that goes all the way down, and this will now expand into other neighborhoods that are going to be here and this side. Let's make some residential zones here. So, hey, we made $18.25. Cool. We're starting to make some money. Right, we were zoning. I end up forgetting. Sometimes I forget when I'm doing something. You ever have that? You get up to walk to the kitchen and then you forget what you were going to get in the kitchen. And the deers are still here. Okay, I don't know if he's lost. Are they lost? This is another one. Another deer. Oh, this is a wolf. And that's a deer. These guys are like all friends. Did I lock them in here? I hope not. We are almost out of power. Let's add one more. We keep them together. I mean, realistically, let's keep them together for maintenance reasons. Break that, break that, break that. And tell everybody, we apologize. Our city is under maintenance, but we will have power soon. Part of continuing with this design is we will encounter problems, and as we encounter problems, we will find creative ways to fix them. One-way streets, and you have seen one-way streets, I'm sure, if you go to big cities, because you don't want people going back and forth, and it's just a better way to deal with traffic. As we design, we have to also think about that. We have to think about what we're going to do in the future. We have a higher demand for industry, so let's keep building the roads for industry. Not enough money. I'm broke. So now we are not going to borrow money. Let's keep on. This is very dark. Very, very dark. So let's look at the budget here. Here we go. This is another problem. Let's reduce this to 90. Because we're not that many. 300 people. You don't need this much electricity. So another thing that we want to do, because as you can see, half of our income comes from the city. 18% from commercial, 32% from industry and offices. We don't have offices yet, 0. We have to try and increase the industry. We want to try and make the industry almost create as much income as the residents. But what I don't like is the pollution that it creates. One way that I found of doing that is forestry. And what is our first milestone? We need 400 people. This will unlock garbage, a school, and a clinic. At the moment, let's just build. Let's add more residential. I want to have control of these areas here if I need to add trees and if I need to create paths. Let's look at this neighborhood. If this entire neighborhood has one bus stop, and we place the bus stop here, we're gonna need to make it easier for many people to walk to this spot. remember that we cannot destroy those houses. Actually, this one hasn't been built yet. So we're gonna get rid of that. Another thing we've not thought about is where we are going to put the medical services when we do have them. Probably here or here. We want it to be a quick access, so we might put it here. Let's keep going. This is terrible. Okay, I cannot do it that way. Let's do it like this. Okay, that's decent. Let's keep adding commercial. Let's do a big one. Big one here, big one here. And we'll see what we have here. What is this? Quiet corner shop. Dental. Big bite. Let's look at fast food. Why would we have all these 3 big bites here? Yay, little hamlet. Little hamlet. So now we have a landfill, elementary school. So we have a lot of money to spend. Let's blow it all. So how much is the landfill? 4,000. We can place the landfill. Does it cover everybody? It does. I don't want it so close to the road. I'm gonna try and make it a little bit further from the road. We'll start with a road that's right here in the middle of this. And this road in the future is going to be a one-way street. And let's pull some power here. No, let's not. Let's make some industry. That's going to bring the power. I don't think they need water. Yeah, the trash doesn't need water. We will slowly get rid of the grids. We'll slowly get rid of the grids in future expansion projects. The grids are just very efficient, but they're just so boring. Nah, that's terrible. I can't do that. We will just expand this residential neighborhood and have this be the commercial street that comes down and merges with this. This is disgusting. This is terrible. So, sir, you are the first building to be dezoned. These two are the second places to be dezoned, and we will wait for them to leave. Wow, that was fast. Oh no. I kicked them all out. Sorry, guys. Let's see how much we're making. Residential, 37%. We reduced it. It was 49 before. This has gone up, and industry has gone up. Take it all the way. Although they should be aligned, which is really bothering me. This is incredibly dark. So dark. Look at that, that looks good. We wanted to merge this road here with this. And so we're gonna keep this line straight, and we're gonna keep that one straight. And we're lacking water in this area. This is a bit too many intersections, so I'm gonna have to reduce these. Residential, 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 residential. Give them some water. Let's get rid of this here. As soon as one house builds, all right, now we have power. We will continue on the road to 25,000 people. Thanks for joining, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.